Welcome, friends. This is Archangel. Okay, so I'm working out, and I happen to overhear part of a conversation where a guy is emphatically stating, "She's a girl. You can't hit a girl, but you can knock a guy out." To which the male and female listening agreed and laughed. I felt irritation rise, yet I continued my set. Then, while en route to the water fountain, I noticed a curious twinge and unraveling of my tongue, the tongue which I had been purposefully biting. As I passed the issuer of the aforementioned comment that caused my irritation and consequential tongue constraint, despite this concerted effort of control, suddenly my tongue broke free of my imposed restraint, and I found myself asking, "Okay, so you have a 10-year-old boy who angers you or screws up. Is it alright to hit him?" "Yeah," the guy retorts. "Uh-huh. Okay, so why can't you hit a female?" He stuttered, "'Cause they're soft and cuddly? I don't know, you're just not supposed to hit females." No, but wait. The 10-year-old boy is smaller in stature and weaker than any adult female. So why is it alright to hit him? My point was driven home effectively, and the uncomfortable silence that followed it told me this. The ridiculous ignorance of misandry and the pathetic weakness of the masses, unwilling to question such inequities, just utterly annoys me. I can tolerate a lot. Traffic, rain on your day off, permanent hair color that fades the next day, but I cannot stomach white knights. I'll take broken eggs over white knights any day. Later, another guy is spotting me on a lift, and in between sets, he tells me about his date recently. It didn't sound like fireworks were ignited between them on this occasion, but he concluded his debriefing and analysis of the evening with, "Well, at least it gave me a chance to practice being a gentleman." Oh, no. My hackles raised instantly, and I asked, what do you mean? "Well, at least I got the opportunity to do nice things for her. You know, pick her up, pay for dinner, pull her chair out, open doors." Wow, okay, so I just about came unglued. For one, I have tried to educate this particular male about gynocentrism and male devaluation through his various broken hearts. So not only is he not listening to anything I offer, he is purposefully training himself to be a shovel and boasting about honing his shovel skills. So I straight out told him, I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm going to be nice to you today. You see, you don't want to alienate your spotter until you're done with the lift. Just a little wisdom for future reference. Later still, I drove up to a truck at the stoplight and observed some female driving with a sticker in the rear window which stated, "Girls kick ass." So I muse on this manifestation of female empowerment and male shame. Males have no pride in their sex, whereas females take any and every opportunity to let everybody know that they are female. Hence, others will feel compelled to worship them and service them in any way possible. Do you see this sticker? You see this artificial color all over my person? You see my longer hair? You see this pink color? It means that I am female. Now bow, you grunting mutant male plague. And males do. Oh, you need your groceries carried? You need me to save you from harm or possibly spare you the consequences when you harm others? You need lids opened? What can I do for you today, master? I know you are my master because everything you wear says pink, and the stickers in your car speak of, "Silly boys, trucks are for girls," or "You just got passed by a girl." And I understand my feminine deity has selfish tantrums with unpredictable behavior. This is translated by the stickers on cars of matching silhouettes of females, one with wings, one with horns and a tail, which are meant to inform me that you can be nice or mean, depending on which spoiled brat mood you happen to don in any given situation. Both females and especially males will display these angel and devil silhouettes in their rear car windows as a Christian might display a cross, to signify that to whom they pledge allegiance and worship. I can't tell you the daily deluge of empowering representations I witness of females proclaiming their sex. Everything from pink-colored everything, including pink clothes that say pink on them, to bumper stickers of female pride, to gynocentric music on the radio while you look at the female empowering sticker on the car in front of you as the driver flicks her hair around like she is Aphrodite walking up and down a Paris runway with camera lights flashing. Chicks take flamboyant and conspicuous pride in their gender. Oh, that is so great! But you know what is obviously absent? I'll give you a hint. It begins with male and ends with pride. Guys are ashamed of their sex, and I do not see stickers on guys' cars announcing "males kick ass" or "you just got passed by a boy." I do not see male devil and angel silhouettes in the rear windows of males' jacked up trucks. I do not see males wearing blue clothes that say blue. Males do not have pride in being male. In fact, they feel the opposite, shame, because of their Y chromosome, shame thrust upon them by misandry and gynocentrism. And thus a male is chauvinistic or just plain stupid if he takes pride in his murdering, raping, plundering, ugly, hygienically deficient, knuckle-dragging sex. Later still, I was talking to a guy and the subject of green eggs and man came up. This is my book chronicling misandry. So he goes on to tell me that his mom and sister have piqued curiosity and want to read it. He then informs me, my grandma wants to kill you. She called you hellspawn. Wow, really? This was quite a stark response which initially perplexed me. Apparently, they were having a family event and they were all gathered around the table to dine when my book came up. At which point his grandmother stood and began an angry pacing, which betrayed her thoughts as heavy and intense. I am an unknown quantity to her, and she has not perused my work, but I guess she gleaned its message from the conversation, and promptly began to slander me with devil and hell monikers. But then he made sense of her outburst for me. Well, my grandma wears the pants. She is in charge. What she says is law, and my grandpa does not make a move without her say-so. Ah, there it is. There was the map key. So my message threatened her power structure, her belief system, and the very pillars of gynocentrism she has built her empire upon. I presented opposition to her female power and entitlement. I presented a threat in the form of educating the slaves, which might possibly lead to revolt. Upon hearing this, I took her ranting and slander of my person as a compliment. My message is quite effective. Such reactions mean I am doing something right. And I welcome future compliments as I further threaten gynocentrism. Later still, a female wanted to argue with me with my blanket statement that females do not care about individual or collective male welfare. I told her that maybe she was an alright person, and perhaps her predispositions are not her fault. It's not a shark's fault that they exist. They are what they are. Well, I care about males, she states defiantly. Yeah, you may pretend to, even going so far as to tell yourself that you do. But people will put on any charade as long as they have to in order to get what they want. Traditionalist females have been doing this for years. Well, how could I or any female prove that I care about male welfare? She asks me. Oh, that's easy. Quite simply, you would place yourself in harm's way for any random, strange male. You would push a strange male out of the path of a speeding bus. You would jump between the gun of a mugger and the anonymous male he is robbing. You would jump in and fight for some random guy being assaulted in front of the bar at closing time. It has to be an anonymous male. It would be easy to defend a familiar male you are fond of, such as a family member or friend. But risking your personal harm or death in the blink of an eye for an anonymous male, yes, that would demonstrate female intent as generally caring of male welfare. She did not like this at all. She gave me the exasperated, "Is there anything else?" look. So I continued on. If a female's subconscious, split-second, knee-jerk reaction was to protect or spare any and all males from harm, then yes, you might have the grounds to effectively argue female benevolence and altruistic caring. Yeah, but what if I run to get help? Yeah, so I rolled my eyes. What? She says. I'd still be helping. Yes, that would be better than nothing, but that still proves my point of female self-interest. For one, you immediately fear for your safety and are overwhelmed with the instinct to get away from harm. And two, you are seeking someone else to do something for you. So you will go fetch some male to do for you what you cannot summon the courage to do yourself. And spare me the females are smaller bull. We hear of females lifting cars in emergencies, and I'd say a male being attacked by others is an emergency. But you see, females are entitled and forever fetching males to do the heavy lifting for them. There is no effort. If something even appears hard, find a male to do it for you. So she stammers a bit, but eventually she came up woefully short of honorable rebuttals. Really, at the end of the day, the only way to prove female altruism or female caring of male welfare is by females placing themselves in harm's way in a nanosecond over some anonymous male. Point blank. It must be instinctual and instantaneous. Any amount of time for females to deliberate whether they should risk their life and limb over some dude getting stomped outside a pub by three guys. This time delay will give selfish females time to premeditate a nice act towards males based upon ulterior motives, not selfless caring of collective male welfare. There it is, ladies, the litmus test. White knighting for males. No more words, no more debates. You want to show us we are all wrong about female nature? Then you must defend every anonymous male from peril. Females are black widows. If there is any unicorns or Nawalts, we might never know since they are in the ground because they gave their lives for males. And finally, I see two kids racing down a hall followed by mom telling them, "Don't run," which of course the kids ignore. So when mom catches up with the kids 10 yards later, she smacks the boy, who appeared to be 4 or 5 and younger than his female running partner, who I assume was his sister and looked to be about 8 or so. Wow, so boys are doomed. It really is a dismal picture for juvenile males. They have no defense against gynocentric indoctrination, misandristic mothers, or the world. This is why we need liberated fathers. We do not need two gynocentric parents raising and subsequently abusing our male youth. Having a spineless gynocentric father, or worse yet, a militant white knight father demanding that his son be a man, protect womanfolk, and sacrifice himself for mom, sister, granny, any and all females. To be a gentleman, to never strike or raise your voice at ladies, to be a utility, God, country, honor, duty. This is worse than having a gynocentric mother. Boys are failed by the one person who should protect them and empower them the most, fathers. Since we have a gynocentric society and a culture with misandristic mothers and mangina fathers deferring to the misandristic mothers and leaving the male offspring unprotected against her wrath and ignorance, yeah, boys are doomed to continue the cycle of doormats raising doormats. The only possible solution is to get awakened, empowered males into a child's life. We hate males. We use males. We discard males when they fail to serve. And all this is glaringly obvious every day of the week, every week of the year. These were simply the events of some random day. Just some random day recorded for your amusement. My friends, stand with me, live free.